Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm back with another K-drama to see, have you already seen it? And if not, is it something that you would check out? So before we get into this video, you already know the drill. Like this video, follow me for more, and share this video with someone you know that would be into K-dramas and would potentially check it out. Also, if you could repost it. Alright, so let's get into it. The name of today's K-drama is called Love Alarm. Now, personally for me, I did not enjoy this K-drama, and honestly, I just feel like maybe I wasn't the target age range. You know, it's about like high schoolers, so that's not anything that I really care about. Second, I'm not too big a fan of Song Kang as an actor. That's just me. Okay, so let's get into it. This K drama is about a high school student. Her name is Kim Jojo, and she currently lives in a time where a certain app is extremely popular, and that app is called Jo Alarm, and it essentially means love alarm. When you install this app, it essentially syncs your heart, and it can ring the Jo Alarm if the person you like comes within like a 10-meter radius of you, and or vice versa. It's a very like handy way of kind of finding out if you have feelings for someone and if that person possibly feels the same way about you. This essentially existing around a bunch of high schoolers is pretty convenient because it kind of elevates their excitement for high school romance. The only difficulty with the love alarm is that it does not lie. It will definitely alert you when someone that likes you is in the vicinity. The only problem is it will not tell you who. While the hype of the love alarm is going on at this school, Kim Jojo is actually not really tuned in with it because she does not have the app installed, because she has a lot more, I would say, serious things going on in her life for her to worry about such trivial matters. Her grandmother is in a hospital. She's currently living with like her aunt, I believe, and she's been doing nothing but like working really hard to pay off the debts to her aunt and to her grandmother's hospital bill. Our girl works 2 part-time jobs in secret. And you gotta realize in Korea, technically, students or high school students are not really supposed to be working part-time jobs. So that's what she's kind of doing to make ends meet and to take care of her family. Our girl ultimately finds herself lying to her friends and saying that she's staying after school for like after school academy. And that's because she can't really come clean with them. And as she's working these 2 part-time jobs, she really does not have time for love right now. At the beginning of the series, it appears that she did have a boyfriend, but she was unable to tend to him and give him the attention that he was putting into her because of all the circumstances surrounding her life. As if her life isn't already as stressful as it is, we have a new student that transfers into the school, and he's the son of a politician that's currently running for mayor and a famous actress, and he also grew up in America. Now, his name is Hwang Sun-oh. With everything going on, there is another person that currently lives with Hwang Sun-oh, Lee Hae-young, and her mom, I believe, are currently living with Sono's family ever since she was little. Now, the thing is, Hyung actually works at like one of the part-time jobs that Jojo works at, and we can kind of see that he has a thing for her, and he's always looking out for her at work. Even though he never really approaches her, he always makes sure that she's safe getting on the bus to go home, and he seems to be content just kind of like watching her from a distance. Now, Sono, taking notice that his best friend, I do apologize, I know I said Lee Hae-young was a girl, but that was my own fault. Anyway, Sono kind of noticing that his best friend is like constantly changing his behavior because of this new girl. He starts kind of taking an interest in her as well. While Sono is kind of trying to get close to Jojo to kind of find out like, what does my best friend see in you? He ends up falling in love with her. Now, the difference between him and his best friend is Sono is more like taking action, like yeah, is more about like the action of the situation, and he's very straightforward when he approaches her, kind of letting her know that he's like interested, and so he's able to get further along than Haeyoung was the whole time. Because of this, I guess Haeyoung eventually kind of notices that the 2 of them are gradually getting closer, and so he kind of goes to the back, like he falls back, because he feels now he can't really confess to her since now his best friend has an interest in her. Now, I do want to let you know that, you know, there are 2 seasons for this show, and the first season is about 8 episodes. I believe the second is also 8 episodes. I don't know. I never watched the second. Again, as I said, I personally did not like this K-drama. But again, I'm still going to give you like the synopsis so that you can look into it yourself, because even though it may not appeal to my taste buds, you may like it. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, definitely let me know in the comments how you felt about the show. And if you haven't seen it, definitely let me know in the comments if this is something that you would check out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Okay, thanks. Bye.